What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another exciting edition of Pop Your Hood, bro. Who do we got with us here?
Name's Travis Hensey.
What do you drive, Travis?
This piece of shit.
Who's the other guy alongside of you?
This is Jesse.
He's the
Ramos.
secretary.
Secretary. Pop Your Hood, bro.
Well, motherfuckers, we're going to do an interview here. All based off of these questions on the screen.
Very excellent questions, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you could, would you give me a heads up on where we're going to start?
We got Sean Wilson.
Sean Wilson, he wants to know, when does VTEC kick in?
Well,
Crazy face.
VTEC kicks in about the time that, I don't know when it kicks in, because it doesn't have VTEC.
I was going to say, I thought this was a Mitsubishi. Alright, thanks, Sean Wilson. Great question.
Alright, we got Ryan Folks over here.
Ryan Folks, he wants to know why you don't buff your fucking headlights.
Well,
Oh, look at that shit.
I'm saying, I'm thinking that he is probably referring to the dyno video when it was covered in salt from being trailered.
Yeah, it looks good now,
And,
though,
yeah,
right?
they were pretty terrible then.
Alright, we got
Alright.
Indy Car Meets.
How many
Color
Subarus is it won against?
Well, the only time that it's ever been face-to-face with a Subaru was when it was untuned, getting broke in versus a stock Subaru, and it walked it. On
You ain't
stock
bullshitting
boost.
me, are you?
Not bullshitting you. That's the only one it's ever raced, though.
This is the question I want to know myself. JRCA.
How many bitches do you say you get with it? He says that EVO owners don't get laid.
Well, 4 doors, 4 more horrors, right?
As they say. Oh, what do we got next?
Why does this piece of shit need all-wheel drive?
That is a
Ask
good
David
question. That's a good
Costello.
one.
Why don't you just get the Lancer edition front wheel drive?
Yeah, you know, I thought about that.
You know what's fucked up is we don't have your license plate on here.
Yeah. I don't like
Well,
private license.
all right, right now we're gonna cue a shot of the license plate. There it is. Okay. Does it have a sick JDM oil cap? Asks Slaville. Okay, nice name. That gives us a good opportunity to pop this hood, huh? Why don't we check out your sweet JDM oil cap? It's funny you asked that.
It's a funny question because actually the day before that was posted, I received this baby in the mail. Look at that ARC oil cap, all JDM.
Can we get a
inside.
light on this thing? That is pretty fucking baller. Damn! Alright. Let's see, what do we got? Jack Singletary. He wants to know if your jizz rocket's fast.
Well, if I had a jizz rocket, it would probably be fast, but this is just my daily driver putz around car, so no, it's slow.
Jesus Jose Taco. No, he's not next.
No,
Maury 850. He wants to know how many pounds of boost does it make?
Well, it can make as many pounds as it wants to, but right now it's set at 23 on pump gas.
Pump gas. That's good shit.
Yeah, great.
Mr. Ace Combat Dude. How much power? Stock or aftermarket turbo?
Right now it's a ported stock turbo, and it's the...
when you say stock turbo, what are you talking about? I know Mitsubishi's always have all these fucking different turbos.
They do, they got a lot of different stock turbos. This is actually an EVO 8, it's a 2004, but it has an EVO 9 factory equipped turbo on it that's ported. So it's a little bit faster than factory, a little bit better. It flows a little better.
Let's see. Alright, Jesus Jose Taco. He wants to know, do you ever drive it on anything besides pavement? Because EVO Impreza drivers never do that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, the snowplow in the front it snow plows a lot of stuff. So if pavement has snow on it, then it goes on there. It
about any
also gets
dirt
muddy.
shit?
It gets muddy from time to time because I don't really care where it goes. It just goes wherever I want it to.
Alright, but no WRC jumping over fucking
No.
big hills and shit.
Not quite that crazy. I'm not going to throw dirt tires on it or anything.
Brian Clevenger?
I thought that was Clevenger.
Clevenger?
That could be.
Sorry if I'm slaughtering names here. He wants to know how much horsepower your wing gets you. That looks like a factory wing back there.
Yeah, I was going to say it. The same amount of horsepower as a factory Evo gets you.
It just makes the car insurance go up.
So, probably 300 horsepower then?
If that.
Alright. Let's see, Mr. Dumped Clutch. He's got 2 questions for you. He wants to know how many Mustangs you've lost to. He thinks that you guys have colorful answers to that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those Mustangs.
Yeah.
Them fucking Mustangs.
Fucking Mustangs. Well, I'd like to race one, but it hasn't yet. It's still fresh from the womb. Just got put together. It'll come though.
Okay. He also wants to know if 4 doors means 4 whores, and we actually answered that earlier.
Yes, it
Yes,
does.
apparently you get plenty of pussy driving an Evo. How come chicks don't like 4-door grocery getters with Coke can turbos?
Burger Wiener.
Burger Wiener.
I don't know if that's a question or a statement.
Or a
because
quote? Is that a quote?
I'm pretty
That
sure
might be a
chicks
quote
do
from
love
Burger Wiener.
four-door grocery getters.
All right, Blake Cooper. He says he hears Evos get shitty gas mileage. Any input to that?
My input is it'll get as good as gas mileage as you tune it for.
Okay, you got an example for us?
Example. If I wanted to run it mega lean and worried about cruising on the highway, it could probably get 28, maybe.
Is that about what it gets now?
No,
What would you say this thing's getting these days?
maybe 23 on the
I
highway.
see, and that's with them big 1300 injectors and
Yeah.
a dual Walboro fuel pump setup. Pretty impressive. Oh, let's see. Montez Gore. How does it feel to not have the balls for an STI? Or does your DSM not start monthly? That's
Jeez.
clever.
All these
It's a
double
good
questions.
acronym.
All these double questions are cheating. Well, to the first question, no balls for WRX STI. You're right. I don't have the balls for WRX STI because I don't like to do rebuilds every year.
Oh.
And,
Oh, hey.
and I don't
Call
like,
out,
I don't
call
like to
out,
have oil
call
problems. And I like to make power. DSM, does it start monthly? No, it doesn't. It's in the garage. It's tore apart. It's getting parted right now. But when it did run, it was alright. But they do break a lot.
And he's talking about 2 different cards, as DSM and this. He doesn't
Yeah.
consider.
Cooper Olson. He wants to know how many shit horses.
Shit horses, like bullshit horses? A billion. Billion shit horses.
You're saying owners of these cars are bullshitters, huh? Well,
A lot of times.
alright, beast mode. He wants to know if it has VTEC and if it's JDM. Yo.
How many VTECs does it have? And if it's JDM, yo ha ha.
Everybody thinks these things are Hondas.
Yeah.
Raymond Panther wants to know where babies come from.
Babies come from an explosion in the middle of the earth. And they fall
Thought it
from
was an
space.
explosion of your britches.
They fall from space. We just watched a video about one. They fall from space.
Yeah, I watch a lot of porn too.
Yeah.
Alec Cortez. He wants to know which panties you get thrown at you more, women or men. Be honest.
Gonna have to say men on this one.
Lot
Definitely
of
more
dudes,
men pumped
huh?
on 4-door imports than women.
Guys get big dicks over these things. Oh, let's see. Matt Shue. He wants to line up next to you. Your shit turd Evo.
Wow.
Matthew
Plane ticket.
Matthew Troyce. He wants to know why you got the wrong wing on this thing.
This is the wrong wing. It is an MR wing, in fact. This is an RS model. But when I bought it, it came with a winged trunk already with an MR wing on it. So, you get what
So
you
good
get.
eye, Matt.
You should look at the camera more.
Mr. Ramos here.
What up, dog?
He wants to know why you put a 2.4 in here.
Yeah, I'd like to ask this question myself.
Oh, all right.
Oh, what a guy.
What a gentleman.
Yeah.
I can use this pointer over here.
Pointer.
So, we got this fancy motor here,
Yeah,
and you did a 2.4 liter motor in this thing.
that's correct.
What initially wanted you to do that?
Well, initially, when I bought the car, it came with a 2.4 block. And I always liked the idea of having a stroker, bigger displacement.
Of course, everybody gets that idea, right?
And always
That's fucking
spool
stroker
faster,
motor.
make more power, yada yada.
Yeah, but you did a stroker motor and you stayed with a small turbo unit.
That's right.
What's up with that?
Well, I wanted the small turbo to wake up
Come take a look at the tiny old unit over
just a
here.
little bit sooner. And
You say this is stock.
that's
Pardon.
stock. That's stock. Stock turbo.
Little stock unit.
Little
You went
16
hard
Gs.
It's a
pipe.
nice unit.
I see that. That's a mod for these DSM and EVO people.
Yeah.
Hard pipe.
Hard pipe, dog.
That's the stock pipe, in fact, but the
Alright.
the lower pipe is upgraded.
Okay. So you got 2.4 block. What did you get the block out of?
The block came out of a 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse, 3rd gen. And it took a little bit of a clearancing to get the
A third gen
rods to
Eclipse?
fit. Yep.
Like the weird Eclipses?
The weird round looking
The
one that everyone
shitty
hates
Eclipse.
I
that
thought-
people mod and say that don't go fast.
I
Well,
thought
this
this
is
was
the
a
engine.
Galant. I thought you do the Galant block on
The
this.
Galant is also the same block.
So you could do either or.
Different, yeah.
What made you get the other one versus the Galant block? Just was available to you?
Yeah, I had a Galant block, and that one was already bored over. Went through a bunch of issues, pistons that didn't work and everything, and then I knew a guy with a 03 Mitsubishi Eclipse block that was the same block that was a Virgin.
So you scooped that up.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Stop a power. He wants to know how often you take a crank out for a walk.
All the time. I got cranks laying everywhere. Typical 7-bolt DSM, you know.
Norflet. Norfleet. Do you give it the beans often?
All the time.
Are we
Lots
gonna
of
see a little
beans.
bit of that?
Lots of beans flying. Sure.
Yeah, we'll
We can
make
show
sure
you
to
some
put some
flying
of that
beans.
on here, huh? And who do we got here? Ethan Schmidt. He wants to know, is there any particular reason for opting for the EVO instead of the STI? He believes there's advantages to both and disadvantages. What do you find are the most prevalent? Something like that.
Well, in all honesty, they definitely do have their advantages and disadvantages. EVOs have stronger engines, STIs have stronger drivetrain. That's basically the rule of thumb, nitty gritty.
Sorry.
I like my engine to last. I like to make more power. I don't care if I shift and it makes it.
Nick Batari, he wants to know if Uncle Ben is your sponsor. I think he's trying to say something. Says you're a ricer.
Oh, I didn't even put that together.
Oh!
Yeah, I was like, Uncle Ben, I'm hungry now.
I didn't know who Uncle Ben was.
Put some rice in there, stir fry it up, little eggs, little
That
soy
could be.
sauce.
That could be. It is an import.
Kevin Larios, he says that these comments are all retarded, and he wants to see you run the red SRT. Greg's SRT.
Greg's SRT. That's all up to Greg.
He's ready to race him right now in the snow.
I don't care
You
about
might
winning
be
or
at a
losing.
little bit of an
Stoplight.
advantage.
Off a stoplight.
I don't
he's
care.
ready.
Yeah, we could do stoplight.
All right, well, before we do any stoplight racing, why don't we cut to a couple of dyno clips. We'll show a couple of giving her the beans and spinning some tires, shit like that. Sound good? All right, let's go do it.